Anthony Mackie stars in a new Netflix film where he's on a mission to stop a nuclear attack. Did he save the world from destruction, or was this movie doomed? Stay tuned as we review Outside the Wire on this episode of Blerd Up Reviews.
What's up, Blerd Squad? Welcome back to another episode of Blerd Up Reviews, where we review the latest and greatest in movies, TV, and gaming. We're your hosts. I'm Killer Cam.
And I'm Monique.
And today we are going to be reviewing the Netflix original Outside the Wire, starring Anthony Mackie and, is it Damson? Damson Idris.
Yeah, you're so corny.
That's how I read it. I was like, damn, son.
Right. Corny. That's why I called you corny.
Oh my gosh. Listen, Netflix is really keeping us satiated with movies, and apparently they're going to be releasing movies throughout the whole year of 2021. Like, they're really amping it up, which thank you. Because we suffered last year a little bit. It was like this period of nothing. And then it was like, oh, Umbrella Academy, boom, got that. Oh, this, boom, you got that. Oh, you got this movie, Fatal Attraction, Fatal Affair. Oh, you got this. What's the other one? Old Guard. Oh, you got this stuff. And then it was dead again. Then at the end of the year, we got stuff. And I was like, please don't die. Please don't die again. And then they put this whole thing out like, yeah, we finna load y'all up. And I was like, perfect. So I have to be honest, I was really going into this excited. I stan Anthony Mackie.
Mm-hmm.
He's like an up and coming Samuel L. Jackson. You throw a rock and he's in the movie. Like, oh, I'm gonna watch Black Mirror, Striking Vipers. What?
Yeah. Anthony Mackie. Like I swear, in the days that we went to movie theaters, like you would be going to see a movie with Anthony Mackie in it, and every single trailer before the movie was like starring Anthony Mackie or with Anthony Mackie, and you'd be like, does he ever just go home and relax? Like, does he ever break? Like,
it's like, even like on TV, you'll be watching just like news or something, or just like, oh, and here to talk about we got Anthony Mackie, and I'm like, is he even in that movie?
right?
Like, yeah, the scene where the girl go in and get the soda, I'm in the stove,
Yeah.
like.
Just like, okay. Or sometimes surprise you and he'll just pop up somewhere. You'd be like,
yeah.
Anthony Mackie? Like, what? I didn't even know he was in here. Like, where he come from?
Like, seriously. But I do like him as an actor, and I have liked him as an actor since She Hate Me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, granted, that movie was questionable. I was like,
you hate me. I'm sorry.
So, I don't know. Let's jump into this review. Before we do, though, thank you to everyone who's been liking and subscribing to our channel. It definitely hits us in the heart to know that you take time out of your day to kick it with us and hear what we have to say about some of these flicks. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts. If you are new to this channel and you're enjoying these reviews and reactions, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button so you too can stay up to date with all we have going on. I don't know why I started doing it. It just, I just like that. Anyway, all right, review. Netflix original, Outside the Wire. You want to kick us off with a synopsis?
Yeah. So basically, this movie is about set in the near future. It's about a drone pilot who's played by Damson Idris. Basically, he's sent into a war zone and finds himself paired with a top secret android officer, which is Anthony Mackie. And they both, set out on this mission to stop a nuclear attack. And they have to go, to this place that's basically it's outside the wire, but basically it's outside the protection of, armed forces. But they have to go outside that wire in order to do what they have to do to stop this nuclear attack.
Yeah. And for the most part, I guess I'll start with what I liked about the movie. I did like the way it started. I like the way they introduced Anthony Mackie's character as an android. I thought the the look of what they did with the CGI on his body, I thought that was interesting. It looks like at some part he was like see through, and I was like, "Holy crap!" Like,
Mhm. Yeah, it
like,
was definitely a different take on the whole android type of person because, we think of a android, person and we automatically go back to Terminator, the
hmm
Terminator movies, and we have, they have the metal skin and they try to, they have the or metal, exoskeleton or whatever, and, that's it, but basically they just went a little bit different with Anthony Mackie's android character in this, and I like how they did it where it was just like a type of suit that he wore that he could, make clear and you can see right through him and everything. I thought that was interesting.
yeah, definitely interesting. That was the thing that kind of piqued my interest
Mhm.
about the movie. Um, I liked the story of Damson Idris's character. I can't. That's the one thing I can't say. I don't remember none of their names, and I'll get to that later. But
Wow.
I liked how he was introduced in the course conflict, and he's being shipped off. And
Mhm.
now he's got to kind of get with the program and get with it quickly. There was a part where he's like, "Okay, we ship out at 500 hours or whatever." He's like, "That's like right now," and he's like, "Yeah, and like, like you ready?" So I liked that arc of where he started at the beginning of the movie and where he landed towards the end of the movie.
Mhm.
I liked the way the film was shot. And I'm gonna kick
Mhm.
it to you. What did you like about it?
I could agree with you on those points. I like where he started at the beginning of the movie. His name is Harp,
Mm-hmm.
in the movie, and Anthony Mackie's character is
Yep.
Leo.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the way he starts out the movie is completely different about, how he ends in the movie. And how they approach the characters of Leo and Harp, they took a completely different type of approach to it, which kind of surprised me. In terms of, are we doing spoilers in this or no?
I say yeah, go for it. Like for this one, because it's again, and guys, there's certain movies where we try to keep spoilers to ourselves, because there's something in there that you're not gonna expect. This
Mhm.
one, I think that you get the gist of it. There's only one thing that I'll probably not say on screen in case you want to watch it. I don't know.
Imma go full on spoilers,
Let's do
so
it. Let's
again,
do it.
from this point
Spoiler
on, you
alert.
guys, if you have not seen Outside the Wire, and you do want to see it before you hear our conversation, please stop and go and watch the movie on Netflix,
Mhm.
but this is your first and last warning, spoilers, spoilers, spoilers.
Yeah.
We'll be talking about spoilers from here on out. But basically, how we start the movie with Harp's character, they start him out more of a robotic type of person, even though he's
hmm
the human in the movie. They start him as his personality
Cold.
is more, yeah, cold and robotic. And then when we get to Leo, Anthony Mackie, he's the more like heartfelt, like warm type of character where cares about everybody and everything. So I
hmm
love that they kind of switched that up on us a little bit to say, okay, you came into this movie expecting, the android character to be cold, hard, if people die, they die. If you die, you die.
Right.
But no, it wasn't that at all. And I appreciated that.
Yeah. Even the take that they took with just kind of being at the beginning stages of introducing androids into the military. Normally, when we watch movies, they're already fully in there
Mhm.
and fully operating. This one, I thought it was interesting because he was a top secret, one of the first. He even made a joke about it at some point. It's like, yo, you want to know my make and model number? All that stuff. So I appreciated that from it. But that's probably where my appreciation is for this one, which really hurt my soul because I really, 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 really like Anthony Mackie, and I think his performance in this was amazing. I just think that maybe some of the writing might
Yeah.
have might have it could have been a little bit better.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Um, Again, I really love Anthony Mackie movies, and from watching the trailer, I was full on thinking, I full on went into this movie thinking like this is a action movie. I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah.
get to see Anthony Mackie do the things that he does in Marvel, but he's
Hmm.
actually gonna be Captain America in this. So I was super excited going into it. I was like, action, Anthony Mackie, I'm in.
Hmm.
Well, there was a point where we got into the movie where um Harp and Leo are driving around going to these places, and I was like, when is the action gonna like, I was like, I have not seen Leo's Mackey's character do any type of action, and I am just like an hour into this movie, like,
Yeah.
what the F, you know? Yeah, I think that does have something to do with the writing, but I was really disappointed that there was not much action in this movie.
Yeah, and I think that's where I was let down as well because I was like, it's talking like like
Yeah.
this is like it's you made a good point when we were talking about it. So listen, guys, I'm gonna be completely honest of where I am in life right now. There is so many things that I need to watch that I've been prioritizing stuff to watch so we can pump out these reactions and reviews for you guys. And I was kind of upset that I picked this one over one of the other ones because I feel like they set the tone in the trailer for it to be this action packed thing. It wasn't that. I feel that what I got, like you said, was kind of a cross between Terminator and Training Day,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
and I was literally like, I'll just watch Training Day.
Yeah, yeah, and that's what a lot of people are saying. Like it's a cross between Terminator. That didn't come from me. I actually
Sure.
heard that from somewhere else, and I was like, oh my God, they right. Like
Uh huh.
I was like, that's exactly what these movies are. But I am really disappointed because the action scenes that we did have in this movie were phenomenal. Like to
Hmm.
see Mackie in action doing all, the spectacular action type of moments, I was like, this is incredible. But I say like that is like maybe 10 minutes out of this whole movie where there's
Yeah.
something action going on, and the rest of it is just like talking about, what's good, what's bad, what do you
Hmm.
see is good, what do you see is bad. And there it even comes to a point where um they're talking about what Anthony Mackie as an android, his character Leo, is able to do and what points he's able to surpass, and
Hmm.
what actions have to kick that off. And I was like, at the end of the movie, I was like, I'm gonna have to go back and watch this to figure out how he was able to do some of this stuff, because I don't understand. I felt like when he was explaining it, and I could just be freaking dumb, that maybe
Hmm.
it's just me, but I felt like, there was a certain point where I was like, I don't understand with some of the stuff that, Harp was saying, how some of the stuff in the movie occurred basically. And I was like, maybe I just got to go back and watch it again. Maybe I'm just dumb, but I was like,
No, that's not it. So I figured out, and the only reason I figured out what was happening was because we've seen this before. He was
mhm,
literally Ash in Alien.
mhm,
And I kind of got, I saw little bits of it, but again, I was just kind of like, whatever. And by the time we get to the big twist at the end, and y'all, I'm gonna be completely honest, there's probably the last 10 minutes of this movie I wasn't paying attention,
mhm,
because I had figured out once it was confirmed what I thought was it. I was like, okay, I'm done.
mhm,
Let me go answer email before we get to recording, and it,
mhm.
it kind of it kind of made me again kind of mad that I prioritized this over
Yeah.
something else because the other movie that I wanted to watch, I know what I'm getting with it, and
Mhm.
that's what I'm excited for. This was, I was excited because I thought I was getting one thing and I didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know the deepest with. So in case, should we say another spoiler alert in case you don't know what's about to happen?
In case you missed the other spoiler alert that was in this video, yeah, spoiler
So
alert again.
I guess this is what you would call the twist in the movie. Basically, he removes what did they call it? He tricks
He tricks Damson Idris's character. He tricks Harp into because his android system has like certain points that he can't go surpass unless somebody that's with him, a human, outranks him basically, even though his position in the armed forces outranks Harp. Anytime he's with a human, the human automatically outranks him. So basically there's a situation where his android self can't go past certain points, but if that human person is going past certain points, that automatically unlocks his potential to go past even further than that. And maybe just and man, it got complicated, man. I was like,
That's what I
damn
was
it.
like secretly
I
in my
didn't even
head. I
want
was
to
like, "Girl,
finish.
hurry up!"
Yeah, I'm trying to wrap it up in a nice like bow, but to be honest, the way they wrote it doesn't allow me to freaking do that, man.
you
Oh,
know, and it's like in this backdrop of civil war between Russia and the Ukraine, right? And I guess the big deal is he's gonna get revenge on the military, and I was just like, at that point, then sparked some of my questions like, okay, well, how much of before him was real? How much was faking? Or did taking this off of him really just unleash the Kraken and say, I'm going to do what I want to now? And right now, I feel like destruction. So,
well, it was more of I understand what they were trying to do. It was
uh-huh.
more of a story of like you're building these war machines, you're going on these peacekeeping missions, talking to the United States. But if you're building war machines, how much peace are you
It's
trying to keep?
not peacekeeping.
So he basically is like, in order for me all to stop this, and for United States to focus on the United States and instead of getting all up into other people's business, I'm gonna set off a nuclear bomb to hit the United States, and y'all gonna worry about yourself, yada yada yada. And I understand the message that they were trying to, come get across in this movie. It was just
Yeah.
really con-
Convoluted.
convoluted. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
mhm.
no, go ahead, because I was about to wrap it up. Long story
Oh,
short, you know.
there is one thing I do want to address in this because they did address in the movie the issue of race. Because
Yeah.
Anthony, he's having this conversation with Harp, and he's saying that, he's asking Harp's character, why do you think they chose my face?
Hmm.
And he says something like, my face projects a feeling of calm. And it checked me for a second because when he said, my face projects a feeling of calm, I was like, hold up,
Yeah, right.
black man, a black man,
Yeah.
his face projects a feeling of calm. And then I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this isn't in the United States. I was like,
Right.
oh, and it made me actually really think about it a little bit. But
Yeah.
that's the only thing they really say about race in this movie, and the rest of the movie is
Yeah.
just like doesn't touch on it again.
And that was the part that made me think of like Ash and what was the other one, David or Walter, that's in the Alien Covenant. Basically, the
Mhm,
androids that went bad. That's what flipped that switch for me. I was like, there's some here. It's something finna he finna go
mhm.
bad, you know. So I don't know. I mean, I guess I can appreciate it. Jumping into a rating on the Blurdometer. You want to go first, or you want me to do it? Like,
Man, I hate to because it's Anthony the Mackie.
right.
Uh, I'm gonna say a 4, man.
You were there. I
We're the
like how we're
same.
really in sync with
I
these.
really hate to give it that rating though, because I absolutely positively love everything that he does, but
Yeah.
this I could not get with it. So
This is probably the lowest rating I've ever given a movie that he's in. And that really hurts my feelings a little bit because I really like I stand this dude from Falcon to The Night Before. Like I love Anthony
I think there's
Mackie.
a movie called What's Your Number? Uh,
No.
he's so funny in it. Yes. Hey guys, really quick, if you guys have not seen that movie, it has Chris Evans in it as well.
Anna
Uh,
Faris.
yeah, and Anna Faris. Please go watch that movie. It's so funny. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I love him in everything, and it just broke my heart that I
Yeah.
just didn't love him in this. Well, I loved him in this. I just didn't love the story.
Yeah, and I guess that's a good distinction. I think he did what he was supposed to do with what he was given. I don't think I just think there was parts of this story that were maybe left too much up to my imagination or just maybe weren't drilled down enough
Hmm.
that I couldn't again. I was like, "You not Lonzo? I'm finna go watch the Training Day." you know, you know. The only part I did laugh was when him and Hart were like just talking, and he just had like such a harsh tone with him, like, "Why you cussing me?" "Because I do, mama. Shut up." like, don't surprise, mother. like,
Yeah.
I laughed at that, you know, but I don't know if that. I don't think that was meant to be funny. So, all
No.
right, Blurted Meter, you get a 4. You get a 4. And if I'm being completely honest, I think we're just being generous because it is Anthony Mackie. But again, you don't have to trust us. You know, if you're interested, I encourage you to take a look and drop down in those comments. Let us know what you think about Outside the Wire.
Mm.
All right, well, man, that hurts. Until next time, we're your host. I'm Killer Cam.
And I'm Monique.
We'll see you on the next episode of Blerd Up Reviews.
Thanks, guys.